Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Mint to Fresh Financing. So I said I was going to talk a little bit more about debt and how to get out of it, right? So I'm going to talk about the worst one. What's the worst kind of debt there is? Credit cards. I know that I talked about the Amex and the benefits behind it. I just booked a trip to Hawaii and didn't cost me anything because I used my points to basically take care of the whole trip. So there's perks, but you gotta use it responsibly. If you don't use it responsibly, credit cards are your worst enemy when it comes to finances. Their interest rates are outrageous, 22, 28%. You might have them with low interest rate, 6, 7% if it's like an introductory credit card. But here's the thing, credit cards are the worst kind of debt you can have. They give you a minimum payment. Hey, you only have to pay $40 or $50, and you're like, great. Well, the problem is that stacks up, and a lot of people end up maxing out their cards and not be able to get out of it. The messed up thing is those $40 or $50 minimum payment you're making, that's not even covered the cost. And so you can Google it if you want, but if you do like a 7, 10 year plan paying minimum payments, you end up paying almost 4 or 5 times the amount of what's on a credit card because of the interest rate. So you never want to do that. So how do you get out of it? Well, there's a few choices, right? Uh, and again, it's kind of complicated to talk about this because everybody's finances are a little bit different, and you almost have to take each one and individually try to figure out how to do it. But a few common trends, okay, that I've seen and that I've done myself is using credit cards that have a 0% balance transfer for usually 0% for a year or 18 months, sometimes 2 years if you can find it. But you basically do a 0% for a year or 18 months. You basically take the high interest rate credit card and you transfer the balance to the new card, and it's 0% for 18 months. Basically, what it does is give you time to pay that credit card off without paying the interest. That requires you to basically come up with a plan and say, I'm going to pay this card off in 12 months or 18 months. And that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to call the credit card and say, hey, I can't make the payments. I need you to close the credit card. That's the biggest thing, guys. If you've maxed it out, don't worry about keeping a credit card. Obviously, you're not ready for it. And so you need to call it, cancel it. That automatically stops the interest rate. And now you're paying full principal. Okay? So if you can't get another credit card to do a balance transfer, the best thing you can do is cancel that credit card. See if they actually settle your amount for a smaller amount. Sometimes they do that depending on how long you paid it. And they'll just settle you. Like you can pay, 75% of it. Either way, you close that credit card and then you pay it off. Closing the credit card is my best bet whenever you're completely in debt with your credit card. You don't know how to get out of it. You close it out. You make the payments to pay it off, accruing no interest. Finally, if you can't do either or, right, you can get a personal loan. Personal loan have lower interest rates, right? And they are like anywhere between 10 to 14%, which is way better than 22%. And it's amortized, meaning like every payment already has that interest already built into it. So it's not like a credit card where it just keeps building and building and building. So 3 options. 1, refinance it through another personal loan. 2, put it on another credit card that's going to give you 12 or 18 months of no interest. Or 3, close it out, see if you can manage a small settlement, and then pay it off without paying the interest. Again, if you have any questions, please hit me up. I really, really want to help out people that have debt. Again, I talk about making money and working the market and maximizing your TSP. But if you have debt, all of that stuff doesn't matter because you're paying way more interest than you're gaining. Okay, so hit me up. Let me know what your situation is, and we'll figure out how I can help you out.